Hello and welcome to E-Commerce News Bulletin. It is 22nd August 2026, and these are the stories that matter today. US stocks. US market rises on the day but falls for the week. Bond yields and Iran in focus. Stock indexes closed higher on Friday but posted weekly losses as investors were rattled by fluctuating government bond yields and a lack of clarity on progress in the Middle East. The S&P 500 and the tech-heavy Nasdaq snapped a three-week winning streak, while the Dow registered its second consecutive weekly loss. Equity investors have been taking their cues from the direction of U.S. government bond yields in recent sessions as the prospect of higher borrowing costs dampened risk appetite. Walmart expects over 100 BPS hit in Q3 sales from Flipkart shifting of big billion-day sales. In the second quarter, Walmart, which follows the February to January fiscal calendar, said India remained a key growth driver for Walmart's international business during the reported quarter. Walmart stock falls 9% as retailer finally brings Apple Pay, Google Pay. Walmart stock fell 9% after earnings despite beating estimates and raising guidance. The retailer will add Apple Pay and Google Pay Tap to Pay from 24th August. In off-price, Ross is the new boss. Store comps at the off-price retailer saw 10% in Q2 thanks to new and returning customers, in sharp contrast to major rival TJX Cos. Walmart finally starts supporting Apple Pay and Google Pay. By the end of this year, shoppers will finally be able to use Apple Pay and Google Pay in Walmart stores, ending years of frustration that the retailer didn't support what is now a nearly ubiquitous payment option. Walmart will begin to support contactless payment methods at select Walmart stores and Sam's Club locations beginning 24th August, with plans to roll it out to all US stores and clubs by the end of 2026 and 2 fuel stations by mid-2027, the company said Friday. At an unknown foodtech platform, Zomato has reportedly entered the rapid food delivery space with the rollout of vending machines recently. These vending machines, called Zomato Now, are installed in corporate offices in partnership with restaurants in Gurugram, the ET reported citing sources familiar with the matter. Sources told the publication that it is piloting a few food pods at corporate offices in Gurugram. With the latest vending machine experiment, Zomato is taking a new approach. Harry Potter, Hello Kitty merchandise now in minutes, Miniso now on Swiggy Instamart. For Instamart, the integration of Miniso is a calculated step in its broader expansion into non-grocery categories, joining electronics, beauty, and toys. Sagar Defense Engineering builds uncrewed boats that patrol and survey without anyone aboard. For long, dull, dangerous work surveying a seabed, watching a stretch of coast, checking a pipeline, the crew is the most expensive and most limiting part of the vessel. Removing them changes the arithmetic. An uncrewed boat can be smaller, stay out longer, work in conditions that would be unsafe for people, and cost a fraction of what a manned equivalent does. Retail sales in Great Britain fall despite heatwave increasing food and drink demand. The Office for National Statistics said the volume of goods sold in stores and online fell 0.5% in July. $3,000 Walmart theft spree over 3 weeks. 2 Florida corrections officers are accused of a 3-week Walmart theft spree involving more than $3,000 in Lego sets, Magic, The Gathering cards and other merchandise. Investigators say flock cameras helped deputies track their white Hyundai after a reported theft in Callaway. Thomas and Smith are charged with multiple counts of grand theft, and additional charges could follow as investigators continue digging. Permitted unless prohibited, PM Modi details India's next-gen reforms to sustain growth momentum. The Prime Minister said the world has many concerns regarding growth as resources are getting weaponized, but India is being seen as a bright spot of growth. Roots to be acquired by Roberto Cavalli parent company. The outdoor retailer will go private in a deal led by marquee brands that is designed to ensure it remains anchored in Canadian culture. The B2B contract manufacturer has moved from operating a marketplace connecting customers with third-party manufacturers to a hybrid model that combines its supplier network with its own manufacturing facilities. It now counts 6,979 third-party suppliers across 26 countries and operates 26 manufacturing facilities across 4 countries. This scale is reflected in the financials as well. That is all for this bulletin from E-Commerce News Bulletin. If this update kept you informed, subscribe and turn on notifications. We publish fresh bulletins through the day. Thank you for watching and see you in the next one.